Good morning and welcome to another Just More Tech tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you to make a watermark for your photos so that you can share them and have your name on them. To do this, we're going to use a free program called GIMP, or Graphic Image Manipulation Tool. So first you need to go to Google and type GIMP into the search. It'll bring you to gimp.org. Then you can click on the downloads button for that. Download GIMP directly. And then save the file. Now this is going to take a little while because it's a fairly large program. The program is absolutely free, so you'll never have to pay any money to use it or any of the features within it. GIMP itself is a very powerful tool. It is usually described as a free version of Photoshop. It has the power and the capability of much of what Photoshop can do, especially if you're new and learning how to use graphic image manipulation tools. A lot of the features are similar to what you will find in Photoshop, except maybe that some of the ways that you go about doing things may be a bit different. But if you learn one, you can definitely really easily pick up the other. So in the case of doing something as simple as a photo manipulation or adding a watermark to a photo, GIMP is really simple and easy to use. So now that it's downloaded, we want to install. Install for all users. We click OK. We click Next, Next, Next. Create a desktop icon. Next, Install. Now, as you can see, remember GIMP is free. Please visit gimp.org for free updates. So just wait a moment for the program to install. Shouldn't take too much longer. The other thing is you want to see if you can find yourself a nice photo that you want to put your timestamp on, your watermark on. So I have a photo here of my grandfather. It's a bit dark, but it'll do for what I need it to do. Just waiting for the install to finish. Okay, the install is pretty much done. Okay, it's done. So I click finish. The next thing is, first of all, you want to locate that photo. This is the photo here. It's a JPEG raw from the camera. I'll right click, open with GIMP, and that will open up GIMP. Takes a little while to load because it's there is a lot of tools and a lot of capability inside this program. Okay, and as you can see, here is my photo inside of GIMP. Now, it's really quite simple to add a watermark. Up here you'll see a tools menu. I'm no expert in using this program. I'm just trying to show you how to quickly and easily add a watermark. So you click the A text button, and then select where you want the watermark. Click. Once you have it clicked, you have this manipulation tool. So the first thing you want to do is resize the box to the size that you kind of want the text to be. So to do that, you find the bottom right hand edge until it goes yellow, such as that. Then you click and you drag the box, and that becomes your text box. Now you left click inside of that box, and then you can write some text. So there you can see just more photography. As you can see, the colors are grey. You can change the color if you'd like a red. You could change the red. The other thing you can do is if your size is a little bit small, say you've got it a small size, you can change the size of the text here. I like around 120, but it depends on how big your photo is as to how big the size of the text will be on that particular photo. The other thing is you can justify it in different ways. So I can justify it left or right or center it completely or fill it. At the moment, I think I prefer a bit of a center. You can also do margins and a couple of other texty sort of stuff there. The other thing you can do is you can select a font. So if you have a font that you sort of like, you can go and select it. Um, I haven't. There is no really easy way of going through and selecting a font quickly, except for viewing it as I just showed you here with this particular one. I think this is by default the way it looks, and it doesn't really give you a good overview of what the font will look like. I find that uh, clicking this will give you a better overview. So there's quite a nice running sort of font. But it just depends as to what you've got installed on your system, as to what you like in terms of fonts. I quite like this font. It's a bit small for my taste, so we'll bump up the resolution. I also don't like it red, so I'm going to make it black. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lock in some opacity so that it's not completely uh, over the top. And to do that, you come to the right hand side of the page, and there'll be an opacity menu. So we just drop that down a bit. I think that looks a bit good. Now, if you want to move this box, what you have to do is you have to select this move tool, and then you can select the box. Sorry. Um, Make sure that you have the text selected, and then you can move the text. If you select the background and move the background, that's okay. Just Control Z until it goes back in place, or alternatively undo until you've moved it into the right selection. But mainly just try to get the move tool so that it shows the arrow, the compass sort of pointy thing rather than the finger pointing option. The finger pointing option will change the background, which is what you don't want. But if you hover over the text, you'll get the little compass arrow, which is what you do want to move it. And that's it. All you do now is that you click File, then you go Save as Copy. Actually, an easier way to do this would be to save as, and type the name of what you want to save it as into your documents. or wherever you want to save it. Now that it's saved, you're going to click and then click Export As, picture.png into Documents. Now don't worry about any of what this says, just click Export. This may take a little time because it's converting a rather large JPG into a PNG. The reason why we're doing this is the PNG will allow you to drag and drop it into, say, Facebook. Okay, so let's go to my documents. And let's find picture.png. Open it up, and there we go. One really crisp picture that we can upload onto the web with your customized watermark. Thank you.